Hi, I'm Rob Reed and I'm Yoga Dad, and I run yoga classes, workshops and retreats here in Bristol. Primarily these classes are for men, for cyclists and also for office workers. Now one of the things I like to do with my yoga classes is actually challenge any preconceptions we have about what yoga is and how it can be practiced, hence why I enjoy teaching in conventional places such as this meeting room here today at my work at the Department for Environment in Bristol. Now yoga is a physical practice, so it's important that you listen to your body, look for that comfortable challenge, but equally where you experience any discomfort at all, then just potentially back off from the pose. And equally if you've got any kind of medical injuries or conditions that need to be taken into account or mean that you shouldn't practice yoga today, then feel free just to sit this class out. Otherwise, enjoy and let's get started. Okay. So we're starting in a standing position. So one of the things often I find when obviously we're seated all day is that we just need to find more time to stand. So let's just find a comfortable standing position. So really grounding down through the feet and closing our eyes. So allowing our fingers now to reach down towards the floor, either side of the body, almost as though they're touching the floor beneath us, but not quite. And feeling that space that's now created across the chest, along the length of the shoulders, along the length of the arms. Crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling, all the way down to the heels, grounding down through the floor, and back up towards the hips and the mid-body. Now bringing attention to the breath and how that feels today. Not necessarily changing anything in terms of the length and depth of the breath. Just checking in with where the breath originates. Maybe on the next inhale, just feeling as though you can lengthen and deepen the breath. Maybe directing it around the belly region. Perhaps even up towards the ribs. A sense as though they're separating away from one another. Maybe up towards the chest and the lower neck. And bringing some attention to the mind, the thoughts you may be having. So just acknowledging those thoughts, allowing them to pass by. And just imagining almost that you're placing those thoughts across, off to one side. While you focus on the here and now. You in this space, your body, your breath, your mind, as one. Slowly opening the eyes, nice soft gaze. So just take our arms now nice and relaxed alongside the body and just start rolling out our shoulders. So rotating around in one direction and just really feeling as though you're easing some tension along the length of the neck, across the shoulder blades, along the collarbones, and then rotating around in the opposite direction. And taking the shoulders up towards the ears, and back down again. And bringing the shoulders back into a neutral position, and then inhaling to lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhaling to release back down. And doing that twice more. Exhaling back down, inhaling one final time, exhaling to release. Now we'll just start introducing some lateral movement for the body. So still keeping the hips facing forward, we just start moving our arms around to either side of the body, just introducing some lateral movement. Just tapping the side body here, just waking up the side body. Again, that often doesn't see a lot of attention when we're sitting at desks all day. And still maintaining that space across the chest and the shoulders. And integrating the breath where possible. Now taking yourself back round to the centre again. And taking the hands down into the centre. Now we inhale as we lift our arms up and overhead, shoulders away from the ears, and then exhaling, bringing the hands back to centre again. And we do that twice more. Palms facing up towards the ceiling, and then exhaling back down. One final time. Really feeling as though we're breathing into that space that's now created along the side body. And then this time, as we inhale and lift up, we exhale and fold forward. So really focus on that length along the spine, the space that we can then create across the hips, and bending the knees to ease any tension on the back of the legs. I'll just turn around to the opposite side just so you can see me. I'm bending the knees, now placing the backs of our hands flat down on the floor with the palms facing up, and allowing the upper body now just to sink down towards the thighs. And slowly start walking the hands back up the legs towards the hips. Now just turn back round again, as we do the same for the second time. So bringing the hands back to the centre, inhaling up and overhead, folding forward, maintaining that space along the spine again, space across the hips, crown of the head reaching down, hands this time up onto the shins on an inhale, exhaling to fold forward, again bending the knees, and just allowing the upper body just to sink down towards the thighs, palms facing up towards the ceiling again, and slowly walking the hands back up, and we do that one final time. Inhaling up and overhead, exhaling to fold forward. Crown of the head reaching down, tailbone reaching up, almost feeling as though you're lifting the thighs, the backs of the legs up towards the ceiling above you. Hands up onto the shins on an inhale, exhaling to fold forward. Bending the knees again to ease any tension on the back of the legs. Walking the hands back up to the hips, arms facing forward. Bring yourself back into that standing position again. Hands back to the centre, closing the eyes. And just feeling that connection now across the palms. Pressing towards one another. Heartbeat against the thumbs. Maybe even the breath just brushing along the fingertips. Tuning into those sensations you're now experiencing in the body after this short sequence today. Slowly open your eyes now, soft gaze. I hope you've enjoyed today's short, bite-sized desk yoga class. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.